Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2's Brazil. Let's continue on from the last left off. So, we still don't have a lot of money. We have a little bit more, you know, we're up to 13,000 pounds, but we're not like rolling into stuff, unfortunately. Russia wants Norway. I'm gonna put 1 point into you for now. Colombia should be okay. What else who else do we want to influence? I mean, I guess we have like Haiti, maybe? I don't know. Opposed, you're friendly with the United States. Like Guatemala, they're friendly also with the United States, hostile to literally everybody else. You are Puerto Rico's actually independent, friendly with the United States. Okay. I mean, I know Turkey's slowly falling into they're hostile to Germany. They're actually friendly with the Japanese. No, that's Egypt. I'm looking at the wrong goddamn country. Yeah, they're friendly with the Germans right now. Very, very interesting. I mean, Nepal probably is friendly with the Japanese. Yeah, Japan likes influencing a lot of countries in Asia, which actually makes a lot of sense. Manchuria is also a puppet state. They're still a no, they start off as a puppet state of the Qing Empire, right? Okay, so like, who can I influence? Like, there really just isn't that many options unless we want to start fighting with the United States to take over some of their stuff, like Mexico maybe. They're in the American sphere, cordial with the Japanese. I mean, we could try it. I don't know how well it'll work, but we could, by golly, we could try. Okay, railroads are almost being finished. Could build some more. It wouldn't be a bad thing. That's also not the right button I want to press. I want to press you. The 5,000 pounds. I mean, what we could do is also just sell a bunch of our goods here. Like, what do we have in our stockpile? You know, we probably have too much iron. Let's cut that down to, let's say, 223 machine parts. Let's cut that down to, let's say, 99 should be okay. Like, how much steel does this stuff actually take? 127. Okay. I mean, we still, I guess, want a decent amount of steel. Just so we can build the railroads immediately, because that's always really nice to do. Expand the railroads here. But again, I have no money. How does anyone ever make an income? If Social's been rocked by a scandal, that's okay. 6 pounds off of Uruguay. By Uruguay, I mean Ecuador. Right now, we're making 108. If I put tariffs back down to 0, I'm just outright losing money. Okay, crank that back up to maximum for the time being. Okay, we got a lot of rebellion issues. You're gonna have to go here. You move up and around. We'll put military spending up a little bit so you can actually deal with this. Anywhere else we're having rebel issues? Not really. So let's move you up north just to deal with these situations. You guys should be, for the most part, okay. Limited unemployed. We can get a some bonuses there. That seems good. I'm trying to think, do any of you give us money? Unemployment and pensions cost us money, which is bad. I can't afford pensions, and I cannot afford unemployment subsidies. Minimum wage, maybe like minimum wage, so they have more money to give us in taxes. Could maybe make sense. Long working hours. Gain 1 militancy would be nice. Okay, Mexico, we can get them up to cordial. Will we be able to take them from the United States? Almost certainly not. At some point, the United States will retaliate against us, which they're actually doing right now. And Guatemala, again, you're friendly here. Friendly with Puerto Rico. Germany now is a colony over here. So yeah, the colonization of Africa is slowly on its way. Apparently France and the Ottoman... Oh, is this, yeah, the French North German War. So the Second Franco-Prussian War is now upon us. Humiliate France, take Alsace-Lorraine. We should see Germany form in just a moment. Is Afghanistan at war with the British? No. You're at war with this very small state here. Like, what about Vietnam? Friendly with the Japanese. What about, like, Nejd? They're hostile to all of us. But at some point, they might get oil. And if they have oil in the future, that could be beneficial to us. Okay, you're on neutral with you, but you're slowly dragging down those points. So that's good. What do I want to take? Okay, we can't get any of you. It's 1880, which does mean that you're now available. Get us our research point bonus. Fantastic. And we now have a handful of capitalists. Those capitalists could theoretically maybe build some factories on their own. I don't think we've seen them even once successfully fund a factory. But at some point, you know, maybe they can get that done. Guys are all being upgraded. Still trying to track immigrants into Uruguay. Let's go craftsmen. Never mind. Don't do craftsmen. What about clerks? Let's encourage clerks in both of these states. There are very, very few. How many Brazilians do we have down here? Just about half the population. Montevideo a little bit less so. 12% here. But in our border regions, we've got a pretty decent amount. And if we can get enough Brazilians into Uruguay, what I believe should happen, if I'm not mistaken, is we should eventually get cores on this land. Eventually. How is the situation in Mexico going? Are we been banned? We've been banned from Mexico. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Pose, neutral, cordial. Let's just put, just for right now, I want to make sure we can actually maintain our sphere of influence. Just put 1 point into kind of everybody for now. It will mean that our mission is civilized. It's not enough for you, right? Oh, it is actually. Send an expedition down to here. Give us one little state. There's no... I can't reach any of this land, right? Like, that's already been colonized by the British. That's the Dark Continent, which is a way more expensive upgrade. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything we can really do here. Germany is now formed. France has some Jackman rebels in the capital, so we'll see how that kind of goes with them. That means that you should now be in 9th place, yes, because Bavaria no longer exists. But there's a very, 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 very powerful German Empire. Which honestly is a little bit scary. Do not get me wrong. I don't like them there. We cannot build furniture though. Took us long enough, but we got there in the end. What else do we need to do? I mean, we're making like a little bit of money. I do want to pass minimum wage legislation at some point. I think that would be nice. 51. Who has the largest unemployment? 15,000 here. Okay, you got 3 more coming out. Let's build 1 more in the glass factory. France has had a revolution, so you should now be a republic, I think. Yes, you are. Not a major surprise. By the way, what's Italy doing? Italy's still... I don't think Italy's ever going to become a great power, which is very, very sad for the Italians. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll get more workers here. Once these city factories are built, we should not have any more unemployment in that area, which would be nice for us. And how's our Navy doing? I mean, it's garbage. It's a bunch of freaking men at wars. But it's fine. It's okay. Could be worse. Could be better, but could be worse. The Honduran reactionaries. They might overthrow the government in Honduras, and that might relinquish American power in the country. And I would be happy to see that, for sure. By the way, how slowly are we now getting edged? 0.029. Relations. I mean, really, just maintaining what we have as Brazil, I think, is probably good enough. The fact that we even have Norway is, I think, pretty substantial. Put a little bit more points into you. Because when you're at 100% and you put more points in, what it does is basically drains everybody else's points here, which is important. Get them all down to 0. Yeah, I mean, this seems fine. This seems fine. Yeah, we can now colonize you. Which means there's now no longer any uncolonized area here. We can make you into protectorate. Can't make you into a state quite yet. But that shouldn't take too long. The Blights. Lose 2 prestige. Immigration push. Yeah, I mean, a 2 prestige loss is not that bad. It's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. 3 sack rebels here. You also are just taking attrition. Even though it says you should have... Oh, just because you're in a jungle province. Are these all jungles? Yes, they are. Okay. So even... Okay, no, they can stay here. I'm going to put you into this province then instead. Hopefully that will mean we're not going to be taking massive attrition penalties for no good reason. Thing is, do we care about the United States or Mexico this much? Just drop it. They'll probably ban us. They might, you know, they might do other stuff. Getting 0.1 into all these people, which is good. You're draining at 0.04. You're still causing points. Spending 0.07 influence per day. You see influence of other countries, but they're all at 0. But they might be at like 0.04 or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, like once you're at 100 and nobody's any other influence, it shouldn't cost you any points into it. Like I'm 52% sure that's correct. Why are you building these ones first? I mean, I guess they're already basically full, but I mean, Sao Paulo, like this are industrials, this are like military sectors. It's looking pretty good. I do say so myself. I think, what do we want? Probably upgrade the steel works. Once we have the money to do so. Will we ever have the money to do so? That's a great question. I don't. We're spending £1,000 a day on subsidies. My lord, are we spending a lot of cash on this? How much is when do we get used? 1900? Okay. I mean, we're almost in 1900. Once we get into 1900, we can buy this territory off of Colombia, I believe. And I wouldn't mind doing that, of course. A little bit more land for us. It's always good. It's always good. How much are we spending on you? 0.22? Drop you down to 0.9. Well, also, I don't think I want to ban you quite yet. You're only at cordial. We can wait a little bit. Let's get all of our basic commerce tax. I feel like we're probably lacking on that. Probably costing us a decent amount of money. Potentially. Yeah, France. Everybody wants in on my lands. In my spherelings. It's like, just get out. This isn't your place to, This isn't your place to be. Okay, level 3 ones here almost done. Just going to put you back on the craftsman for now. I will say your military kind of sucks, but... not too much we can do about that right now. I mean, the clothing factory is doing pretty well for itself. Can I take out a loan? I can take out 664 pounds. So the answer, I don't know how I can only afford a 2,000 pound loan for being a great power with, I mean, a decent economy, I think. Potentially a decent economy. It's kind of hard to say. There's not really a good way to actually judge yourself compared to everybody else. I mean, you have your industry score, but that just compares how many workers are in factories. That's, I think, the only thing it actually measures. Lose stability and lose consciousness. We will lose consciousness. So again, I want militancy so I can actually pass reforms. Administration efficiency will go with you next. It also gives a little bit of an extra tax, which is nice. Repay our 1,000 pound loan. By the way, the entire Bank of Brazil has 0.87 pounds in it. How is that even? What's our tax rate? 46.98%. I mean, it's a lot. You know, don't get me wrong. But on the other hand, I don't have any money, so you know, deal with it. Okay, small rebellion in the south, can deal with that quite easily. And then just go back to Montevideo. Again, I don't know how exactly cores work in Victoria 2. I think you just need to have a large chunk of your own population in the area. Because right now you are 56% Brazilian, 1.2% South German. Got a lot of craftsmen. Rebellion and our ally. Almost certainly it's probably worth pressing to claim, right? In Ecuador again. Ecuador. What's up with you, buddy? By the way, what is our population? 75% Brazilian, 21% Afro-Brazilian, 2.2% Plantanian, which is Uruguay. Peru, you actually have cores. You know what? Let's just beat up Ecuador. Do we have a truce with Ecuador? Until January. Okay, we need to wait like 2 weeks, and then we'll be fine. Because you last until 89. So it was less than 5 years ago. What rebellion did they have? They're a republic. Can I call all of my allies into this? Most of them would say no. Okay, well, it's time for you guys to shine once again. Lead your way in Ecuador. Ecuador's gotta stop rebelling, man. That's what I'm noticing. Okay, that's a lot of socialists in the country. We're gonna increase military costs for just a moment. You are gonna auto hunt rebels, and then you up in the north. Guess what? You're also gonna auto hunt rebels for the moment. I think right now every army is gonna auto hunt rebels for the moment, just because there are a lot of rebels. Way too many rebels. So will neither of you join my war? No, now you would accept. Peru and Colombia. Both of you guys can now beat up Ecuador. And Peru, if you want to take over that core of yours that you have, I'm willing to give it to you. If you add on that war goal, you can have it. Actually, if our allies are going to deal with this situation for us, we're just going to auto hunt rebels. Okay, we must extend freedom. Deal with all of the rebel elements in the country. This is definitely one of the bigger rebellions that we've had, for sure. Thanks for the single prestige. I have no money because you spend all the money on the goddamn military. And again, a lot on machine parts. 101 pounds per day. It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. Okay, there's admin efficiency. Let's go factory output. Maybe that'll make our factories more worthwhile. Precious goods, factory output efficiency. Are you also 36? Yeah, we might let's just get all of our get a lot of basic industry tax right now. Actually, what is our military? Because you're at 12. We're currently at 11. What's Europe at? 20. So we have like half of the military taxes as Europe does, which is scary because it does mean that the Europeans would just kick our ass in any war easily. Also, how do you only have 63 divisions, Germany? Yeah, okay, Peru's added on their war goal. I will give it to them if they demand, or once the war is over. Trying to get some cores on territory over here. Looks like India is like slowly rebelling against the British. Germany's claiming more of Africa. They actually have a pretty decent chunk of Africa at the moment. And you are surrendering. Is it for the two things we want? Yes, it is. Well, Ecuador, you should not have rebelled against us. Multiple times, this would not have happened to you. Venezuela's having a small rebellion as well. Gonna keep one army here, one army down the south. And that's looking pretty good. So for all of you, is there a hotkey to just turn this off? No. Yes, I'm going to turn off auto hunt rebels for all of you. These two smaller 15 stacks, I think they actually can still auto hunt rebels when the time comes. Which is apparently right now. Very cool. Yeah, you're just going to march your way up as so. Move your way up one province. Move your way up towards Rio. Surprisingly, Uruguay didn't rebel. I'm surprised by that. They love rebelling. Increase opinion of you, get us up to opposed. Germany's invading more and more people. They're invading Gabu now, which is you up here. So Germany's actually going to have a pretty decent chunk of Africa. Okay. Got a rebellion in Argentina and Venezuela now. We're going to send you guys... What are you? You're anarcho-liberals? While it would be funny for Argentina to become like an ANCAP state... Can I not move my unit? Give me military access. What did I ask for you? Oh, I asked for I gave them military access, which is kind of the opposite of what I wanted. Okay, you move here. We wait till Buenos Aires. I don't know why all of our allies just have absolutely no units at all. It's a little embarrassing. Go point defense system next. Yeah, but our army is kind of shit. It's a bit of an issue. Okay. You know, we might as well kill off all of your rebels. 2,000 is bigger than 1,000. Let's see what that situation for you. Everyone else is basically dead. I'm gonna put you down, like right here on the Bolivian border. Ah, you know what? You might as well move your way into Venezuela in order to deal with them. So yeah, you march here, then you can just come back, and then you should be fine. Then you will slowly siege this stuff down. Incredibly slowly. Okay, where else do we have a bunch of unemployed craftsmen? So one here, one in the steel mill, one in the liquor distillery. And that's all the money I have right now. Okay. Oh, wait, I mean, 8,000 pounds, 7,000, 6,000 pounds. Maybe we can get, like, one of you, potentially. I just wish we had more money. That's it. More cap. Oh, shit. 99%. You know what? Britain, you almost got me. You almost had me there. But I got you in the end. 58,000 pounds, huh? Yeah, you're now at war with Hyperbad. How many units does Hyperbad have? 3? Okay, not a lot. I don't think anyone in India is going to actually successfully rebel against the British, which is very sad. An independent India would be nice. Factory costs. What is your civilization level at? 55%? Because our position is very precarious. We're only in 8th place. If any other country became a little bit more powerful, for example, China, or even Italy in certain circumstances, we could easily be kicked out of the Great Power List, which is absolutely terrifying, and I don't like it. I don't like that prospect. Okay, discredit the Americans. Spending 2 points here. 0.06 influence points per day. It's not a ton. Like, what's everybody? They're hostile, opposed. I mean, Britain is neutral, but that's really not enough to worry about Ecuador too much. Okay, let's take Venezuela out. I'm gonna drop all of you for now. 0.84, 0.5 in Colombia is pretty good. I'm happy with those numbers. But I do think, at least for right now, it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. Thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthnwam. If you enjoyed, thumb up. Not doing, close thumb down. If you want to subscribe, and goodbye.